Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute and easy fabric bow. I like to use it here and there in my sewing projects, and I've included it as a detail in some of my patterns, like this fully lined dress and this versatile tunic. I also added to hairpins and headbands and anywhere that it might spice up my project, and it's fairly easy to make but a little bit hard to explain, so I'm making this video to let you know how you can do it yourself. To start, you're going to need a square of the fabric of your choice. I would usually draw the lines, but as this is a plaid fabric, I'm just going to follow the lines once I've decided on the size. The bigger you cut the square, the bigger the bow is going to be. Once I have the square, I'm going to sew the bow. First, I'm going to fold the fabric in half vertically, face sides together. Then I'm going to sew here, leaving a hole in the middle approximately 1 to 1.5 inches or 2 to 3 centimeters wide. I'm making one bigger and one smaller bow for both the dresses I'm working on. I'm also going to sew a narrow loop to hold the bow gathered in the middle later. I'm sewing it folded in half on the vertical side, and then I'm going to turn it inside out like a spaghetti strap. To make the seam, I'm going to anchor my seams at the beginning and the end. So, I've made the seam. It looks like this at this point. What I'm going to do now is fold it in once more, this time leaving the seam in the middle. Then I'm going to sew both sides like this. I've also iron pressed, and this is how the bow looks right now. I'm going to flip the bow inside out through the hole. I'm helping myself with the tweezers and pushing a bit on the inside so that the edges become sharp and neat. And the bow is almost done. I just need to shape it in the middle. I don't mind the hole in the back and it disappears in the gathering, but if it bothers you, you can close it with a narrow top stitch or a leather stitch by hand. I'm leaving it as it is. To gather in the middle, I'm using the loop I've just made. You may also use a button or just hand stitch it gathered. I tighten the loop around the middle of the bow and cut it short so that it goes just around the middle. Then I hand stitch it at the back to finish the bow. Here are the finished bows. You can make the bow a bit fuller by cutting a rectangle on the toe side instead of a square and doing everything else as shown here. I find the square shape cute and pretty, and this is how I like to make my bows. For clothes, I would always rather sew the bow so that it lasts through machine washing, wearing, and all the other stress clothes are exposed to while being worn. Depending on the type of the project, you can also hot glue or textile glue it on the surface. This might be suitable for hair accessories and other creations, but for clothes, I would always hand stitch, and this is my favorite way to anchor hand stitching. I make a knot by pinning the needle through the fabric and then twist the tail of the thread around the needle tip 3 to 4 times. Then I pull the needle all the way through, push the knot back to the base fabric and tighten the thread. This is how I sew buttons as well, and they always last. And that's all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you use any of my tutorials to fix or make something on your own, tag me on Instagram at Sewing for a Living so I can see it and love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!